what's going on, guys? It's Steve. So, this NBA season is so far the greatest season I've ever seen in my entire life. So far, it's the best season in NBA history. Now, let's start off why. There are literally 31 players. Really, technically, it's 29, but we'll say 31. 31 players that are averaging 20 points per game. Now, the reason why I say technically it's 29 because the 29th is Zach LaVine, and then Brook Lopez is averaging 19.9, and Dwyane Wade's averaging 19.8. But we'll just say there's 31 players averaging over 20 points per game. So I'm going to go in order from least to greatest. So we have Dwyane Wade at 19.8, Brook Lopez at 19.9, Zach LaVine at 20.1, Kristaps, forget the decimals. Kristaps at 20, Kyle Lowry at 20, 21 technically. Harrison Barnes, this guy, at 21. Blake Griffin at 21. Bradley Beal at 21. Kevin Love at 21. Karl Anthony Towns at 22. CJ McCollum at 22. Andrew Wiggins at 22. My man, who I'm really falling in love with his game. He's really fun to watch. Giannis Antetokounmpo at 22. Klay Thompson at 23. Carmelo Anthony at 23. Gordon Hayward at 23. Kemba Walker at 24. LeBron at 24. John Wall, who just had a career high of 52 points last night. Great game by John Wall at 24. Kyrie at 24. Kawhi at 25. Isaiah Thomas is doing his thing this year, man. And this dude is like 5'7". 26 points per game. Jimmy Butler, 26. Steph Curry, 26. KD, 27. Dame Lillard, 28. DeMar DeRozan, who is having one of the most epic starts in NBA history, 28. James Harden, 29. DeMarcus Cousins, 29. Russell Westbrook, 31. And Anthony Davis at 32. Now, I rounded up and I rounded down due to decimals and things like that because I didn't feel like repeating decimals all day. We would have been there all day. But anyway, this is where things get crazy. Why is this the best start in NBA history? Let's first look at what's going on. Klay Thompson literally just had 60 points in 29 minutes. 29 minutes, he had 60 points. He could have easily beaten Kobe Bryant's 81-point record. Now, I said before, Carmelo Anthony could have beaten or at least hit 70 to 75 points if he wasn't taken out early in that game when he dropped 62 against Charlotte, against Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, one of the quote-unquote league's best defenders. But Carmelo couldn't have done what Klay Thompson just did. Klay Thompson literally could have had over 85 to at least 90 points. He played 29 minutes. That's crazy. That's really crazy. So there's one reason why this is one of the best starts in NBA history. John Wall just had a career high of 52. There you go with another epic start. LeBron James is averaging close to a triple-double at 24, 8, and 9, which is crazy. Anthony Davis is having an incredible, extraordinary start at 32 points per game and 10-plus rebounds per game for a big man, which is ridiculous. DeMarcus Cousins just took that next step and is averaging 29 and 10-plus rebounds. Ridiculous. Russell Westbrook is the first player in NBA history, and this is the longest triple-double streak since 1986. I'm pretty sure it was 86. I may be wrong about that exact year, but it was around 86. Since 1986. It's the longest triple-double streak since 1986. That's crazy. This dude is doing his thing. It doesn't make sense that a 6'3 guard is grabbing these rebounds. And I repeat, and I'm going to say this until the day I die, 18 rebounds on my New York Knicks. Melo's coming at you, Russell. I'm telling you right now, Melo's going to come at you. But anyway, so Kevin Durant and Stephen Curry teaming up. I thought, they'd be pretty good, but I didn't think they'd be this good. They're literally like 19-3. This team is ridiculous. Kevin Durant is having one of the most... Actually, I think this is technically the most efficient season in NBA history. He's averaging 27 on nearly 60% shooting, on nearly 45 or... I don't know. It's like anywhere from 40 to 50% shooting from 3. And his free throw is like 80-something%, which is crazy. Last time I've seen something this efficient... it's funny, they say this guy's one of the best defenders of all time, which he is. But last time I saw, and people say let me finish first. Last time I saw something this efficient was LeBron James against Kawhi Leonard in the 2014 NBA Finals. Now, I know the Miami Heat lost, but 60% shooting from the field, 50+% shooting from 3. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? 28 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. Are you kidding me? Come on, man. And people have the audacity to say he padded his stats. How the hell you gonna pad your stats and still shoot 60% from the field and 50% from three? How does that make sense? Come on, man. You know, so when people say things like that, I'm like, how? It doesn't make sense. Now, don't get me wrong. Kawhi did his thing too. He's a solid defender, but let's be real. Did he deserve that Finals MVP over, Tim Duncan and Tony Parker? Did he deserve that over Danny Green, over Manu Ginobili? Did he? Did he deserve it over them? The same way? Did Andre Iguodala deserve it over Stephen Curry? No. That's what I don't get. People say, oh, Andre Iguodala did such a great job on LeBron. What? Andre did such a great job on LeBron? LeBron James, what was that, 2015? He had like 35, 12, and 9? What? Come on, man. And then against Kawhi, 28, 7, and 5 on 60% shooting, 50% shooting from 3. How is that such a great job? I don't understand that. It's just because, oh, look, the team beat LeBron's team. Let's give it to whoever was guarding LeBron. That doesn't make sense. LeBron still had some of the best performances ever. It's not his fault that in 2015 his team was injured. It's not his fault that in 2014, D Wade and Chris Bosh didn't show up. It's not his fault. Come on, man. Anyway, so back to the topic. It's epic. We're seeing a breakout of a whole bunch of players, like Kemba Walker's doing his thing. He's breaking out. He's having an incredible breakout year. It's crazy. Jimmy Butler's doing his thing. I mean, this guy is shocking me, dude. He's better. I'm sorry, but he's better than Paul George. Jimmy Butler officially is better than Paul George. It's not even a question anymore. He's better than Paul George. I mean, he impacts the game on every single level. He's scoring the basketball. He's rebounding. He's passing. He's playing defense. I mean, what more could you want? His team is in playoff contention. What more could you want? Jimmy Butler is definitely better than Paul George. There's no question about it. Jimmy Butler, in my opinion, he's really close. He's really, really, really close to taking that next step to being an NBA superstar. I have to see the playoffs first. Before we go into that, I have to see what he's going to do in the playoffs. But as of right now, he's taking that next step, and he's like one tiny little step away, not even a full step, just half a step away from becoming an NBA superstar. He just has to perform in the NBA playoffs. If he does, you'll get the nod from me as an NBA superstar. I'm sorry, but it's the way it is, man. It's the way it is. The same way I said, look, Paul George may not be an NBA superstar, but I love the way he plays in the playoffs because he plays his heart out and he competes. He may not be dropping like 28, 29, 30, but it'll give you a solid 20, 21, 22, 23 in the playoffs. That's solid. If you look at some of the all-time greats, Kobe, I think like 27 in the playoffs. I think D Wade like 26, 25 in the playoffs. Melo like 26 in the playoffs. LeBron like 27 in the playoffs. So a solid 20, 21, 22 is not bad. So I really respect Paul George when it comes to the playoffs, but I just don't think he's superstar material. I think he's really overhyped, but he's a great player. Not really overhyped, slightly. The realest overhyped players are Al Horford and Jeff Teague. I mean, I don't even need to go in on that. That's ridiculous how overhyped those two are. But anyway, let's continue to move on. My man Gordon Hayward is doing this thing. This young guy, man, he's great. He's the future. He's one of the future players of this league. If he can just stay healthy, I guarantee you he's good. Another future player is Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's taking that next step. Andrew Wiggins is doing his thing. Now, the only thing I don't like about Andrew Wiggins is he was never really efficient. But, that happens when you're young, so hopefully he can continue to become more efficient. He's slowly getting more efficient as, he progresses in his career. I think this is his third year in the NBA, so I'm excited to see him get more efficient. Karl Anthony Towns is doing his thing. Kristaps Porzingis took that next step. He went from 14 points per game to 20 points to 21 points per game. I'm excited for that. So this is one of the best. This is the best start in NBA history. DeMar DeRozan doing stuff that Michael Jordan was doing in terms of scoring. You have Russell Westbrook having the longest triple-double streak since around 1986. You have Russell Westbrook averaging a triple-double. You have LeBron close to averaging a triple-double. Plus tonight we have LeBron versus Carmelo. I'm excited for that. I cannot wait. I literally cannot wait, man. This is an epic year, dude. I've never seen anything this crazy before like this. Never. I mean, even in 08-09, which is one of the best years ever, in my opinion, we didn't see this. All of these players we didn't see this back then. Really, in 08-09, we saw D Wade, Melo, LeBron, Kobe, and Dwight And that's pretty much Dirk too. I can't get disrespectful. Dirk and Timmy, but that's pretty much it. Nash and Stoudemire, okay. But I mean, come on, Chris Paul too, Darren Williams, But I mean, that's really it, man. I may be forgetting some players, but yeah, Chris Bosh was doing this thing too, 24 and 10. Let me not go in on my man Bosh because you already know how I feel. One of the most underrated players of all time, alongside. I'll just leave it at that. If you guys can guess the other most underrated player of all time, let me know in the comment section below. It's been Steve. I'm out of here. Peace.